The Annunciation Catholic Church in Minneapolis has always been more than just a building. Its brick walls and soaring spires have stood for over a century, quietly watching the city change and grow around it. Through harsh winters and bright, hopeful springs, the church has remained a steadfast presence, a place where generations have found comfort, guidance, and a sense of belonging. For generations, it's been a beacon of hope and a cornerstone of its community. Every Sunday, families from all walks of life gather at its doors, drawn by a shared sense of purpose and faith. The church's steps have welcomed newcomers and lifelong parishioners alike, creating a tapestry of stories woven together by tradition and care. Its stained glass windows have witnessed baptisms, weddings, and farewells, moments that define a community. Sunlight streams through the colored glass, casting vibrant patterns on the pews below, illuminating the faces of those who gather to celebrate life's milestones or seek solace in times of sorrow. Each window tells a story, connecting the present to the past and reminding all who enter of the enduring bonds that unite them. Here, neighbors become friends, and friends become family. The simple act of greeting one another at the entrance, sharing a smile or a warm embrace, builds a sense of trust and unity that extends far beyond the church walls. In times of joy and hardship, the community comes together, offering support, encouragement, and love to all who need it. The church school extends this spirit, teaching children not just academics, but compassion and faith. Within its classrooms, young minds are nurtured and inspired, learning the values of kindness, respect, and service. Teachers guide their students with patience and care, helping them grow into thoughtful, responsible members of the community. The laughter of children playing on the steps is a reminder that the church's legacy is alive and thriving in each new generation. Every corner tells a story: worn kneelers, the scent of incense, the hush of prayer. The polished wood of the pews bears the marks of countless hands, each one a silent testament to the prayers and hopes of those who have come before. The gentle rise of incense smoke fills the air with a sense of reverence, inviting all who enter to pause, reflect, and find peace within themselves. In a world of constant noise, Annunciation offers rare peace and belonging. The quiet sanctuary provides a refuge from the rush of daily life, a place where anyone can sit in silence, gather their thoughts, and reconnect with what matters most. Here, the worries of the outside world fade away, replaced by a profound sense of calm and acceptance. It's a place defined not by architecture, but by the love and faith that fill it. The true heart of Annunciation lies in its people, their shared prayers, their songs of hope, and the simple acts of kindness that bind them together. Whether gathered in joyful celebration or quiet reflection, the congregation's spirit transforms the church into a living sanctuary. This sanctuary stands as a testament to the enduring power of community. Through every season and every challenge, Annunciation Catholic Church remains a place where all are welcome, where faith is renewed, and where the bonds of community grow ever stronger, a true sanctuary of peace in the heart of Minneapolis. Wednesday, August 27, 2025, began like any other late summer morning in Minneapolis. The city was waking up slowly, bathed in the soft golden glow of sunrise. Streets were quiet, dew still clinging to lawns and rooftops, and the air was filled with the gentle promise of a new day. In neighborhoods across the city, families prepared for work and school, unaware that this day would soon be marked by tragedy. Inside Annunciation Catholic Church, the weekly school mass was a cherished tradition. It brought together students in crisp uniforms, teachers guiding them with gentle hands, and elderly parishioners who had attended these services for decades. The church was a sanctuary, a place where generations gathered to share faith, hope, and community. Sunlight streamed through the stained glass windows, casting vibrant patterns of red, blue, and gold across the pews. The faces of children in prayer glowed with innocence, their eyes closed in quiet reflection. The colored light danced gently on the polished wood, creating a sense of warmth and safety. Hands, young and old, folded in prayer. Some clutched rosaries, their beads worn smooth by years of devotion. The soft murmur of prayers blended with the distant sound of birdsong outside, creating a peaceful symphony that filled the sacred space. The air was filled with gentle prayers and the priest's calm, reassuring voice. He spoke of love, forgiveness, and the importance of community, his words echoing through the vaulted ceilings and settling over the congregation like a comforting blanket. Children, ages 6 to 15, sat in familiar comfort, surrounded by caring adults. Some fidgeted quietly, others listened intently, but all felt the security of being part of something larger than themselves, a community rooted in faith and tradition. Elderly parishioners watched over them, their eyes filled with memories of years gone by. They saw themselves in the young faces, remembering their own childhood spent in these same pews. In this moment, generations were united, their faith bridging the gap of time. It was a perfect picture of innocence and tranquility. The church was alive with the quiet energy of hope, love, and togetherness. For a brief moment, the outside world and its troubles seemed far away, unable to touch the peace within these walls. No one sensed the danger that was about to shatter this peace. There were no warnings, no signs, just the ordinary rhythms of a Wednesday morning, unfolding as they always had. The morning light, so full of promise, was about to be eclipsed by unimaginable darkness. In the span of a few moments, everything would change, and the memory of this peaceful morning would linger as a haunting reminder of innocence lost. The sacred silence was shattered by a series of deafening bangs. Stained glass windows exploded inward, turning a scene of prayer into chaos. Children screamed as bullets tore through the sanctuary, fired from outside. Teachers shielded students, pulling them to the floor, risking their own lives. 2 children, just 8 and 10, were fatally wounded as they prayed. 14 other children and 3 elderly parishioners were struck by gunfire. The attack targeted the most innocent and vulnerable. The horror lasted only minutes, but its impact will last a lifetime. The church, once a place of peace, was desecrated by violence. The innocence of an entire community was lost in those moments. The shooter was identified as 23-year-old Robin Westman, who arrived heavily armed with legally purchased weapons. Westman fired from outside, targeting children and the elderly during a peaceful service. The attack was calculated, cold, and devastating. When police arrived, Westman was found dead from a self-inflicted wound. Investigators discovered a manifesto, timed for online release, revealing a premeditated plan to inflict pain and terror. The motives remain unclear, leaving the community with only questions and grief. As the first shots rang out, 911 calls flooded dispatch centers. Police and first responders arrived within minutes, facing chaos and heartbreak. Their first priority, secure the area and protect lives. Paramedics rushed in, tending to the wounded among shattered glass and debris. Teachers and parishioners had already acted heroically, shielding children and comforting the injured. Ordinary people became heroes in an instant. The swift response of first responders and the courage within the church saved lives. In the darkest moments, the strength of the human spirit shone through. Their bravery became a beacon of hope amid devastation. News of the shooting sent shockwaves through Minneapolis and beyond. Parents rushed to the scene, desperate for news of their children. The church's steps became a memorial, covered in flowers and handwritten notes. The loss of 2 children left the community heartbroken and searching for comfort. Survivors, especially the children, now face emotional scars that will last a lifetime. Counselors and mental health professionals have begun the long process of healing. The tragedy touched the soul of the city, reminding all of life's fragility. The place once filled with comfort is now marked by pain. The community must now find a way forward together. In the aftermath, leaders struggled to find words for the unspeakable. Police Chief Brian O'Hara called the shooting a deliberate act of cruelty and cowardice. His words cut through confusion, condemning the attack on children and the elderly. He reminded the public that first responders are human, deeply affected by what they witnessed. The chief's statements offered moral clarity and unity in grief. These words became part of the event's history, echoing the pain and outrage of the community. They reminded everyone of the need for justice and healing. O'Hara's condemnation gave voice to collective sorrow. His words strengthened the resolve to stand against hatred. As shock faded, the search for answers began. Police and federal investigators executed search warrants at the church and residences linked to Westman. Additional firearms were found, raising questions about missed warning signs. The manifesto is central to understanding the shooter's motives, though its hateful message remains undisclosed. Investigators are piecing together Westman's life, hoping to prevent future tragedies. For families and the community, Understanding why is a crucial step toward healing. The search for answers is painful but necessary for change. The tragedy at Annunciation Catholic Church left a deep scar on Minneapolis, echoing through every street and every home. The city, once bustling with the sounds of daily life, now carries a quiet heaviness, a collective grief that is felt by all who call this place home. The church, a symbol of sanctuary and peace, has become a site of mourning, its walls holding the sorrow of an entire community. Families grieve for lost children, their hearts aching with an unimaginable pain. Survivors, both young and old, face a long and uncertain road to recovery, carrying memories that will never fade. Parents hold their children a little tighter, friends lean on each other for support, and neighbors reach out in small acts of kindness, trying to mend what has been broken. The sense of safety in sacred spaces has been shattered, leaving many to question how such heartbreak could happen in a place meant for comfort and hope. The empty pews and broken stained glass are silent witnesses to the pain endured, reminders of lives forever changed. Yet, even in the midst of sorrow, hope endures. It is found in the bravery of teachers who protected their students, in the unwavering dedication of first responders who rushed toward danger, and in the compassion of a community that refuses to let tragedy define them. Their actions remind us that even in the darkest moments, humanity's best qualities can shine through. Flowers, candles, and prayers fill the church steps and city sidewalks, each one a symbol of love that persists despite loss. Vigils bring people together, united in grief but also in hope, as they share stories, memories, and tears. These simple gestures become powerful reminders that the bonds of community are unbreakable. The community will heal by leaning on one another, drawing strength from shared sorrow and collective resilience. Supportive events, group prayers, and heartfelt conversations help to honor those lost and to begin the slow process of healing. In these moments, the true spirit of Minneapolis shines through, one of unity, empathy, and unwavering support. The 2 young lives taken will never be forgotten. Their laughter, their dreams, and the joy they brought to those around them live on in cherished memories and in the hearts of all who knew them. Memorials filled with photos and treasured belongings serve as lasting tributes, ensuring their spirits remain a part of the community forever. Their light endures in the hearts of all who loved them, inspiring acts of kindness and moments of reflection. Through shared stories and gentle smiles, their legacy continues to touch lives, reminding everyone that love is stronger than loss. Even after the darkest night, morning light returns. The sun rises over the church, casting a gentle glow that signals a new day and the promise of renewal. Each dawn brings with it a sense of hope, a reminder that healing is possible even when the pain feels overwhelming. In that light, the promise of healing and peace remains. The journey will be long and the scars will never fully fade, but together the people of Minneapolis will move forward, honoring the past, supporting one another, and holding on to hope for brighter days ahead.